then they tell me that I have to do this diabolical class called organic chemistry. And
I was say anatomy and physiology.
I was okay with physiology. It was organic chemistry where I've seen people cry daily, doing that. And I said, no. What's the next best thing? What's something else in the health field? And I learned about public health. And just to put it very, very plainly, public health is all about protecting and improving the lives of a population, people, right? And so I
like that definition too.
Yeah,
very simple.
Very simple.
Yeah, right. Some people don't that was a good, I love that.
Yeah. And public health is all around us. It's all around us. You see tobacco prevention. You see HIV prevention. You see chronic disease promotion. You see vaccinations, responding to disease outbreaks. All of that is public health.
And recently I'm in the space of keeping healthy homes healthy.
Yes.
Right? Kids healthy from lead and like your house could literally kill you.
Yes.
Crazy. That's public health. So
yes, very true. And it's a versatile degree. And it's a versatile field. So, even in my field, when I was working in human services, there was a public health component to it. So junior year of college, that's when I decided, I pivoted and I decided to focus on public health.
Okay.
I got after I graduated, I got my Master of Public Health a little later. I worked for about a year. And because I needed a break from school.
Yes.
To be honest,
we all do, right?
Yeah.
I love school. If I could just go for the rest of my life, somebody could pay for it. If you're that person.
No. When I got out of undergrad, barely, I was like, I'm never going back to college. Ever. I barely made it out.
Right.
And then I went back and got a master's.
Yes.
But I promised I was done after that. I was like, that's it. I promised God I'm not coming back.
So I took a year off.
I did take a year off, and then I went to get my Master of Public Health degree, which wasn't at Emory University.
I just saw something in the paper about them giving away free tuition for anybody who makes under $200,000.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes. They're doing great things. Their School of Public Health, I absolutely loved it. I loved college there. So with their School of Public Health, I learned even more about a field in international health, which I really, really liked.
Okay.
And my goal was, okay, I'm going to work abroad. I'm going to work abroad, and that's what I'm going to do. And then I met my husband. I said, wait a second.
I'm going to rethink this situation.
How can I do this? So then I had to pivot again. But the one thing that I was very interested in was learning more. I wanted to learn more about this field. And so after getting my master's, I decided to do fellowships and internships and really kind of see, okay, in the federal realm, this is what public health is doing. Okay, on the local level, this is what public health is doing.
Okay.
And so I was really just learning and just being a sponge as much as I could.
You became a student of the industry.
Yes.
That's another
yes.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Seeing it from every aspect, which is probably why you got all these nice titles behind your name. Because when you start actually taking on an industry, whatever your legacy is, and going into like deep with it instead of like why, like really getting into it. So you start seeing it from every perspective. What were you learning?
I was learning office politics. That is very, very important.
Oh, can you say that one more time?
I was learning.
Say it loud, because I learned a lot from her when it came to that, because I ain't have none of that. She is.
I don't teach you that in East St. Louis.
They don't teach you that. They don't teach you that in East St. Louis at all. They actually teach you the exact opposite.
Say what you want to say.
She knows. She has helped me out. Julia, maybe you should rewrite that and make it look like this. Dang, that looked good. Teach me how to do that. Have that not been our conversation?
Yes.
So talk about that.
But, okay, so here I am. I'm just going to set the scene for you. Here I am in my 20s, and I have these fellowships and internships. Now, all of a sudden, I start getting an actual job, a career, not a fellowship where, it's finite. I'm here and there's even more responsibility because you can get fired, and the biggest obstacle that I had was emotional intelligence.
Oh my God. Yes.
That's it.
I felt like, if you're disrespecting me, this isn't just an East St. Louis thing. If you're disrespecting me, I'm gonna stand on business. Right? And you're fiery. You're like, wait, did she just come for me? You know?
And they will come for you.
It was one of those things that, I mean, there's no amount of encouragement someone else can give you. You have to want to have a higher emotional intelligence.
You do.
You have to. And so I remember a time where it clicked like no other. We were in an outbreak. I received a higher leadership responsibility, and I was over a team during this outbreak. And we would meet periodically with leadership, with members of the executive team of the organization that I was at. And this was about 15 years ago. Every time I would present for my team, there was one executive team member that I always felt was coming for me. I felt like she was bullying me. And it was just the right day. Or the wrong day.
Depending on what side of the table you're on, right?
And I just felt it was like poke, 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 poke. And I lashed out at her. And I'm not saying I committed violence. I'm not saying I threatened her. I'm saying I matched what I felt was the energy she was giving me. And it got so heated that at this meeting was the head of the organization. And he stepped in and was like, Frankie. And I was so heated, I shushed him. I said, shh. Let me finish my point. And another thing, right? And I was teased, just letting you all know, for years after that. I would be in meetings and people would be like, shh. But in that instance, you're seeing red. You're not breathing. You're upset. And even though I didn't curse her out, I didn't threaten her with violence, I still was
It was a professional cursing out.
I was extremely unprofessional. And so there goes that word, self-reflection. I go home, I self-reflect, I pray, and I ask myself, am I happier right now? Do I feel like I did the job that I want? Do I feel like that's the Frankie that I want people to see?
Okay, yeah.